Happy morning, dears. In today's video class, I'll be dealing with American literature and the course code is 22 Men 2C2. In Unit 3, The Glass Menagerie, which was written by Tennessee Williams, will be discussed in today's class. This is the contents of today's class. A brief biography of Tennessee Williams and some information about the play. What is a memory play? The major characters who are going to travel with us. And since there are 7 scenes in this play, the 7 scenes will be elaborated. Then themes, symbols, everything will be discussed in detail in this class. So without much delay, let me take you to the class. Biography of Tennessee Williams. He lived between the years 1911 to 1983 and he was born in Mississippi. His actual name is Thomas Lanier Williams. He was an American dramatist and all his plays reveal about the human frustration in which sex and violence becomes an important part. Williams became very much interested in writing dramas when he was in his university itself. At the University of Iowa, while he was there, he had been writing plays, and while he was there, he also worked in a shoe factory during the Great Depression of America. Williams also had worked as a theatre regisseur and as a script writer until he became successful with the publication of The Glass Menagerie in the year 1944. His other major works can be noted down as A Streetcar Named Desire, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Night of the Iguana. A Streetcar Named Desire that brought a Pulitzer Prize. Apart from his plays, he has also written novels, short stories, poetries, and autobiography, etc. So though he has written many things, he is noted down for his plays and it has been translated into all over the world languages and has also been performed all over the world. Some information about the play The Glass Menagerie. This is a memory play and it was first staged in the year 1944. And in this play, we can find many autobiographical elements like a replica of the author himself, his mother, his sister. Then, this play was not an immediate success. When it became successful, Williams became one of the most wanted playwrights of America. Then this is a memory play, as I have told you already. In a word, I can define what is a memory play. It means a flashback. A character from the play will come onto the stage and narrate all the incidents which had happened in his life through a flashback. So that is a memory play. So these are the parts of a memory play. We can call it as a structure of a memory play. A character experiences something that is very deep and that experiences will be shared with the audience in a loop mode and the character will relive all those experiences again through his narration. Usually there won't be a narrator in a play, but this play consists of a narrator and other things already I have told you. One more thing I just wanted to tell you, that is the differentiation between the flashback Tom and the current Tom is he will appear with the seaman's coat and a hat. When he appears in a coat and a hat, it means that he is talking about the present. When those things are missing on him, he speaks about the past. That is, he is a character in the past, right? So that's all about the memory play. Then the major characters. We have Amanda Wingfield, the mother of Tom and Lara. Lara is a girl who is slightly crippled and she is very sensitive. Tom Wingfield, he is a narrator and he is a man who wanted to be adventurous and he works in a shoe factory. He is the replica of the author himself. Jim O'Connor, he was a high school hero then, but now he comes as a gentleman caller in Wingfield apartment, to the Wingfield apartment, right? So only these many characters are in this play. Then Amanda, to say about Amanda, she was a person who always lives in the past. She will often escapes to the past, and Tom, he will escape to something that is not gonna happen. And Lara, she will have a piece of glass collections. She will escape into a world of illusion. So the title, I must say something about the title, the Glass Menagerie. The Glass Menagerie means a piece of glass collections. That is, Lara is the one who has been collecting all different kinds of glass pieces and glass figurines. So she'll be playing with that in some of the scenes. So I'll explain you while we go through the scenes in detail. So let's go into the horror of the play. At the rise of the curtain, we can see Tom on stage. So it is the present Tom. So he'll be saying about what he is going to narrate to us, and he'll be giving a vivid picture about his apartment and what are the things we can see from his apartment. Like there will be an alley, and there will be a paradise hall opposite to his apartment. And about the fire escape, everything will be dealt in detail. And he'll also talk about his father, who is a telephone man who fell in love with the distant countries and who just walked away from his children and wife. And in scene 1, we see Amanda, Tom and Lara are sitting in the dinner table. Amanda has been talking about how to eat food properly. She'll be giving instructions to Tom to chew his food like the way cow masticate its food. So Tom, he was really irritated by the way the mother explains and talks about mastication, and he immediately walks away from the dinner table. And then Amanda switches over to Lara. She begins to talk to Lara about the gentleman callers who is going to visit Lara. But Lara was very much sure that nobody is going to visit her that night. And Amanda, she relives or reminisces about her Blue Mountain, about her stay at the Blue Mountains. One Sunday afternoon, while I was in Blue Mountain, I received 17 gentlemen callers. You will not believe, I received 17 gentlemen callers, and there was no enough room to accommodate all the persons. So she'll also be saying about how sweet those gentlemen callers are, how loving they were to her, how some men fell in love with her. All these things she'll be saying in detail. At this juncture, Tom will be just mocking at her. And Lara was very much sure that mother has been saying this for the 100th time. Anyways, she will listen to that patiently because she knows that Amanda will be upset when she doesn't listen to that story again. But that's all about scene 1. So as I have told you, Amanda always escapes to her past. She will always talk about that Sunday afternoon during which she received the 17 gentlemen callers. Then in scene 2, we see Lara is seated near a table in which she has been playing with her glass collections. So at that time, Amanda is seen entering the hall in a furious mood. So from the way she climbs onto the stairs, we can understand that she is furious over something. So the moment Amanda's footsteps are heard, Lara hides her glass collections and pretends to read the typewriting chart which was hanging on the wall. So Amanda, as soon as she enters the hall, she just drops away all the things like her gloves, her hat, and she faces at Lara in a distressed mood. She shouts at Lara saying that deception, deception. So Lara was very much sure that something had happened, but she doesn't have the guts to ask her mother what had happened. She musters up the courage and asks, "Mother, what had happened?" So Amanda says that she has found out that Lara has quit from going to the typewriting classes. So while on her way to a meeting, Amanda just dropped in at the Rubicom's college to find out how Lara has been doing. But the principal over there has made it sure that a girl named Lara has just come to the school for one day and has dropped out of the school soon after that. Now Amanda was upset. She couldn't bear this deception. So she rushed back home and she has been talking to Lara. So Lara, she has been pretending that she has been attending school till last day, till yesterday we can take. So Lara, she has been visiting museums, park, and she has been playing with the children whom she comes across. So Amanda decides one thing. Lara is a girl must learn or a girl must earn. Otherwise, a girl must get married. So Amanda is very much clear that Lara must get married. She could not stay single as nobody will take care of her after Amanda's death. Amanda asked Lara if she had any kind of affection towards a guy. So to that, Lara answers that she had an infatuation with a boy named Jim while she was in her high school. But Amanda says that some good men must be sought and she must be married as soon as possible. But Lara, she protests saying that she is crippled. But Amanda refuses that she has a slight defection in her legs and not crippled. So she encourages Lara to develop charm and be happy. So that ends scene 2 and scene 3. In scene 3, we can see Tom and Amanda arguing with each other over a book which has been written by Amanda. Tom has a liking towards D.H. Lawrence books, but Amanda dislikes that. So she confiscates all the books of Tom and returns it to the library. Tom is furious over that. So she has been questioning Amanda over that, and Amanda questions Tom about his late night arrivals. So for that, Tom says that he has been going to movies every night in order to become adventurous. So for that, Amanda says that no man, not even a madman, will watch movies every night. For that, Tom says that since he can't be adventurous, he sees the heroes who are adventurous and he satisfies his ambitions. So like that, these two people keep on arguing. At the end of the argument, Tom furiously shouts at his mother, saying that you are an ugly, babbling witch. These are the last words that came out of his mouth. And after that, he walked out of the home. So Amanda was shattered. Here in scene 3 and scene 4. In scene 4, we see Lara opening the door to Tom, who arrives very late. It is the early morning, almost 4 o'clock the next morning, right? So he fumbles and stumbles through the alley and he just enters the home. He explains why he has been too late. He gives her a scarf which has been presented to Tom by a magician, and all other things, blah blah blah, he'll be explaining to Lara. So Lara begs Tom to apologize to Amanda, but Tom doesn't want to do that. But the next morning, Amanda wakes up Lara saying that, Lara, wake up ask your brother to rise and shine. This very phrase is very famous of Amanda's. She'll often use this phrase, rise and shine, rise and shine. So Tom will mock at this phrase, saying that I will rise but I'll not shine. So that particular day in scene 4, what will happen means Amanda will not wake him up. She will ask Lara to say that, ask your brother to rise and shine. Lara, tell your brother that his coffee is getting cold. Like that only she'll be talking to Tom. But Tom wants to apologize to Amanda as advised by Lara. So he will just do like that. He'll just clear his throat. And Amanda, she will send away Lara to buy some grocery items. At that time, Tom will apologize to Amanda. So immediately she'll forgive him. And she will open up the topic about Lara's marriage. And she'll also say that Tom must find a suitable match for Lara. So Tom will agree for that, and he will move away from the house. So that ends scene 4. And in scene 5, we see Amanda, Tom on the fire escape. They'll be seated there, and Amanda will be seeing at the moon, and she'll be asking her children to make a wish. At that time, Tom will say that tomorrow a gentleman caller is going to visit our home. So Amanda was surprised. What is it? Tomorrow? You're not giving me time to receive a gentleman caller. So Tom will say that don't make any fuss, because he doesn't know that I have a sister. You just make arrangements for dinner. Nothing so fussy. Tom will say. But Amanda, she will inquire everything about the gentleman caller, and she will learn that his name is Jim O'Connor. He is working along with the Tom in the warehouse, and his position is somewhat above Tom's. His salary is also more than Tom's. So she will say that she will calculate that Lara and the man Jim O'Connor will adjust with his earnings. Amanda will also learn about Jim's plan to switch over his profession. He has also enrolled in a night school. Everything she will learn about this gentleman. Amanda will also talk about the menu for the dinner, and at the end of this scene, she will call Lara to make a wish over the moon, and she will wish happiness and good fortune for her children. There in scene 5, and in scene 6, we can see Tom explaining about Jim O'Connor to the audience, who was a high school hero, and how people predicted his future, but Jim has failed to be very successful, and he has been working in the warehouse along with the Tom, and he is very friendly with the Tom. He calls Tom as a Shakespeare often. So these are the things he says to the audience about Jim. Then Lara and Amanda are seen on the stage. So Amanda is making preparations to receive the gentleman caller. She'll be asking Lara to look beautiful and fresh, and all the more she will ask Lara to open the door to Mr. O'Connor when he arrives with the Tom. On listening to the name of Jim, Lara is taken aback, because she can remember that he was the one with whom Lara was infatuated during her high school. So she tells Amanda that she won't be appearing at the dinner table. But Amanda strictly says that she has to answer the bell. That is, Lara has to answer the doorbell, and moves to the kitchen. So Lara begs her mother not to be so cruel to her, but Amanda is very much sure that only Lara has to open the door. So when Tom and Jim arrives, Lara is supposed to open the door, and she opens the door. As soon as she opens the door, she moves out of the hall and she walks into her room. Then after that, they have dinner together. Before the dinner, Tom will explain to Jim that he has been secretly paying some money at the Merchant Seamen's Union to become a sailor. So he has also used the electricity bill to pay his dues of that month. But Jim wants Tom to discuss about his plans to his mother, which Tom doesn't do that. And there in scene 6 and in scene 7, what will happen means before dinner, Lara will bump into a chair and one of her legs will be hurt. So she won't appear at the dinner table. She will be seated all alone in her room on a sofa. And after dinner, there was a power cut. So Jim will be asked to carry a candle and some food to Lara. So Jim will do that. So as soon as Lara sees Jim, she'll be very nervous. But they both will begin to talk. So the moment Lara begins to talk, Jim will identify that there is some inferiority complex with her. So he will try to make her come out of that. And Lara will also explain that she was the one whom Jim used to call us Blue Roses, and Jim also will remember that name, Blue Roses. Then they both will talk about the high school, the things which they have done in the high school, everything they will be discussing. So Lara will bring out the school magazine, and in that she would ask Jim to sign in that. Jim will sign in the magazine very proudly, and after that Lara will show her glass collections to Jim, and especially the one which single horn, with the single horn, the unicorn, which was her favorite piece, and Jim will handle them with care. At that time, Jim will try to motivate Lara to dance along with him. So they both will dance in order to just take her away from this inferiority complex. He will dance with her, and he will hug her, and he will even kiss her. After kissing her, they will bump onto the sofa, which in turn makes the glass figures fall down, and the unicorn will lose its horn. So Lara, she becomes conscious, and Jim apologizes for his act because Jim was already engaged to another girl. The next month, he is gonna get married. So he explains Lara why he has done that, and he feels very embarrassed, ridiculous for doing such an act. So Lara gives him the unicorn with a broken horn, and Jim takes it and he moves away from the house. When Amanda enters the room with lemonade, Jim excuses and moves out of the house, saying that he is engaged, and he expects the presence of Amanda, Lara and Tom during his wedding celebration. With that, Amanda is shattered because she has been expecting Tom to bring his sister a suitable match. But Tom has done a mistake. It's a very big sin. So Amanda accuses Tom for playing a joke on them and bringing an engaged man to their home. But Tom was unaware of that. He doesn't know that Jim was engaged. But Amanda refuses to believe him. Tom just moves away from the house. He quits his house and moves away from the house. And these two guys, that is Amanda and Lara, were seen seated in the table, and Tom has left his house. That's all. With this, the play gets over. As far as the theme is concerned, it deals with the gender roles, escapism, illusions and dream, familial responsibility, abandonment and unfulfilled desires. So gender roles, the gender roles, that is male, female, that roles. Then escapism, the characters, almost all the characters in this play, they escape to their past. Illusion is the world of Tom and Lara. Then familial responsibility. Tom's father had forsaken his familial responsibility, and in the same way, Tom also has forsaken his responsibility, abandonment, and unfulfilled desires. So all the characters have some unfulfilled desires in them. Apart from that, we have some symbols. Lara's glass menagerie. Lara's glass menagerie acts as a very big symbol. Then her glass unicorn, blue roses, and fire escape. So all these are the symbols which was used by Tennessee Williams. So with this note, I take leave. Thank you, girls.